the third, and this is my own thing, this is a road bike course. Like I brought my triathlon bike. I would have performed way better with a road bike where I could have had a lot more gears to climb up those hills so I could go even faster up the hills and then have hands on the brakes as I'm like going down the hills. And so that's the reason I didn't like the course. Now, in terms of my performance on the bike leg, I was a bit disappointed. I did the bike leg in 3 hours and 30 minutes, which is about an hour longer than my last bike split at my 70.3 race took. And I think a lot of it came down to basically the bike choice. So if you remember my new triathlon bike that I have, I built it specifically essentially for Houston, which is flat and fast. And so I made a very important decision on that bike that really affected me today, which is my bike only has one bicycle like chain ring. I don't have a different cassette to shift to even lighter gears. I'm limited to only 12 gears basically. And so what that means is that my lightest gear isn't all that light. And so when I was doing that first 1,000 feet out of the crater, I knew I was in trouble, basically. I knew I had the wrong bike for the day. And so it was particularly grindy and difficult. So I think that was hard. Also, the speed and the downhills and the wind, I don't have the courage, basically, to put my life on the line and go down those hills, no hands on the brake in full aero. I mean, even with the positions that I was holding, which was not super aero, I think my topped out at like 37 miles an hour. So I wasn't going slow down the hills, but I wasn't willing to take as much risk as maybe some other people. And so, I don't know, my personal performance on the bike wasn't great. I didn't have enough water because I ran out of water because I was out there longer than I expected. So, it was a real mixed bag. And like I said, it was kind of a grind because I didn't get really to see much of El Salvador. At the end, you got to kind of finally bike through the city and all that. And that was really great. But just in terms of the performance, I had the wrong bike. I had the wrong gears for the level of hills. And it was just kind of a straight grind with not a lot of support, not a lot of fluid. So there's my review of the bike. I'm sure some people are going to say they loved it. And I think that's just simply because of the challenge and the difficulty. It was very, very difficult. Me, I would make a whole bunch of different choices if I did this again.